Hello everyone, welcome to Luminary Academy. And today will be hi Lekhansh. So today what we'll be doing is basically we will be learning about the basics of bearing. Now what is bearing and how it works. So we'll go through it. Let's start now. So now here are some questions which we'll be doing. So these are the overview, and here you can see that few of the questions are based from the checkpoint exams. So it is just the basics of all what we have done in the bearing. Okay, we have some questions based on bearing and scaling, right? So anyway, let's start now. The student will join later, so we can start the bearing. So basically, what is bearing is basically a measurement in a clockwise direction, okay, from the north. So basically, suppose let's say this is a A point and this is a B point. Done. So I'm marking it as A, marking it as B. Done. Now you need to make a straight line like this. Okay, I don't have a scale and protractor here, so still I try my best. So you need to make a straight line. You always need to make a north here. Then you always need to make a north. So whenever you measure, so if I join the line between A and B, it is something like this. Then now there are two questions. Bearing of A from B and bearing of B from A, right? These are the two important questions which we actually go through. Okay, so these are the important questions, so we'll discuss here. I'm writing it here. Okay, so now basically I hope it is visible to all, so I'm just putting it here. Yeah, okay. So now if you see here, what you need to do is here, first you need to find the bearing of A from B. Now whenever it is written from, whatever written after from, you need to go at that position. So bearing of A from B, so you need to go to the B, okay, and you need to go clockwise, right? You need to go clockwise like this to measure this angle. Done. Now suppose let's say this angle is given to you, and this is, suppose let's say 80 degree. No, not 80, it cannot be 80, it is more than 80. So let's take it is just 1 minute. It is just an example, right? So it is just an example. I can just take this. Okay, so I can take it as 120 degree. Then so if this is 120 degree, okay, now if I want to find the bearing of A from B, right? So if this is 180 degree, you know that this will be equal to 60 degree. Now why this is 60, I'll tell you. Now there's a basic concept behind this. These are the two parallel lines, right? These are two parallel lines, and this is transversal. Done. If this is 120, this will be 60. This is because these are co-interior angle, right? These two are co-interior angle, and the sum of the co-interior angle is always equals to 180 degree. So the sum of these two angles should be 180 degree. Clear? Now if you want to measure the bearing of A from B, so what you will do, you will come on B, you will come at point B and then measure this whole angle. Instead of measuring this whole angle, what you can do is you can measure this angle by taking out the co-interior angle. You will get this 60, and then you know that the angle on a point is equals to 360 degree. So this whole is a 360 degree. So 360 minus 60 is equals to how much? 300 degree. So the answer of this is 300 degree. Is that clear to all? Okay. Sir, can you teach us the bearing question that you have given in the mock paper? Yes, definitely. This question is already here. Lekhansh, this is already here. If for you it is, I have took this question, it is already here. We'll do this. This is just a half an hour class. We'll quickly finish this. Done. And सर आप सदमा से कौन सुना या क्या? Sorry for interruption. Hello, hi, hello everyone, hello Pranjay, yes. Now, so yes, focus here, beta. Now look here, bearing of B from A. Now bearing of B from A means after from whatever return you need to go to A, okay, and then you need to find the bearing of to B, okay. So you need to from whatever return after from you need to go at that point, and you need to measure till B. So this is the answer. The answer is 120, which is already given. So the answer is 120 degree. Done. So this is the answer. Now the most important thing is we always write bearing in 3 digits. This is the most important thing which you need to note here. Okay. So basically, if the answer of bearing, suppose let's say this angle is 50 degree, right? We cannot write it 50. We have to write it as 050 degree. Done. So this is we have done this part. Now, if I ask you, this is the question for you all. Now let's see who can answer. Bearing of A from B and bearing of B from A. This is just a random question. So let's see who can answer. Yes, Puranjay, it is right. 050. NCI, yes, it is 3-digit number. Correct. Now, so what you need to do is here, basically, you need to answer this part of question. So let's see who can answer. So it is written here, bearing of A from B. Now see, B is the point here. So B is the point here, you can see here. And you can make a straight north. Done. So if this is 40, you need to find the bearing of A from B and B from A. Let's see who can answer. I want the answer is chat in the chat box. Puranjay has already answered. Very good. From A from B. A from B is 40 degree. Exactly. Correct, Puranjay. It is 40 degree. So A from B. So you need to go to B and you need to measure this. And because these two, now again the concept of parallel lines. The concept of parallel lines is basically when you draw a transversal like this, if this is 40, this will also be 40 degree. Done. These two angle will be equal because they are alternate interior angles. So this is 40 exactly. Puranjay, this is correct. Yes. Very good. This is correct. Yes. Sorry, 220. Okay. I'm back. Lekhan's 220, sir. I have answered. Insia is also telling. Okay, yes, Insia. Correct. Insia is saying 220 from A. Okay, let's see. Now, bearing of B from A. Bearing of B from A. So you need to go to A and you need to go to this direction, right? So it is 180 plus 40. 180 plus 40 is 220, correct. Insia, you are correct. Puranjay, correct. Very good. 220. So even I have answered. Yes, Insia, you have answered. I got your answer. You gotta have the yes. Okay. Had to go. Okay. Now, coming to the next part. This is very easy. Let's see this part. Now, this is a question here given here. Measure and write down. This is just a half an hour class. I want you to focus here. Be very quick. Measure and write down the bearing of B from A. B from A. So you need to measure the bearing. Now see, this measurement we cannot do, right? Because you also know that this is very difficult for me also to use a protector. So we'll just guess any value. Let's say this is, suppose 150 degree. Now you can do. So measure and write down the angle, write down the bearing of B from A. Now what will be the answer of this? Let's see who can answer. If this is 150, then you need to answer because we cannot measure right now. So assume that I measured it as 150 degree by using D. Now what is the answer? Sir, can you tell me again how to measure A from B? Okay, A from B. Rest others you can continue. I can just help her out. A from B. Okay, A from B. So basically this is two parallel lines. If we consider this as a parallel lines, so these are two parallel lines if this is interior angle 40 degrees, so this will also be 40. This is just a concept of parallel lines. If this is 40, this is also 40 because the interior angles are equal. Done? Okay. So this is just a simple concept. You can just go through the video again and you will get the idea. Okay. Now, so write down the measure, write down the bearing of B from A. So if this is 150, okay, this will be obviously, this will be 30 because these two are interior angle. Now again, see if the line goes like this, if this is 150, then this is obviously 30 degree. These are co-interior angle. The sum of these two angles should be equal to 180. These are co-interior angle. Now, if you want to find the bearing of B from A, so you can do one thing. You can 360 minus 30 degree. So you get 330 degree. Okay. It's 150. No, Purandar, it is 330 degree. The answer of this part is 330 degree. On the diagram, draw a line on the bearing of 107 from A. This we cannot do right now, so let it be. But if you want to draw, it will be somewhere here. It is like this, 90 and 107. It will be somewhere here. This line will be 107. Now this can be 107. The B part can be 107, which is just an assumed value. Okay, so this is your answer. Done. So 330 is your correct answer. I hope you got the idea. Okay, everyone is replying yes, sure. I think 330, yes, correct. Purandar, 330 is correct because the whole angle is 360. Yes, because the whole angle is 360. Correct. Now you need to make this. Now how to make this? Suppose the question says like this: the bearing of ship from the lighthouse is 50 degree. Work out the bearing of the lighthouse from the ship. Okay. So basically what they're saying is, let's assume this is a lighthouse. Okay. And this is lighthouse. I'm writing LH, lighthouse, and I'm making north here. This is your lighthouse. Now here, by using the protractor, what you need to do is you need to make an angle of 50 degrees. Suppose the angle of 50 degrees is like this. Done. This is the angle of 50 degree, and this is the ship. I'm writing S for ship, and you need to make a north every time whenever you are making any point. So this is the north of the ship. Done. Now work out the bearing, and now this is 050. This is 050 degree. Now you tell me, work out the bearing of lighthouse from the ship. Lighthouse from the ship. Let's see you can answer. Lighthouse from the ship. I'm waiting for your reply. Okay. Let's see what is the answer. Lighthouse from the ship. I'm waiting for your reply. Yes. Bearing of lighthouse from the ship. So basically, you need to find this angle. Who will say the correct answer? Let's see. 310 people are saying. Purandar is saying 310. Rekhansh 230. Janak Kumari is 310. Okay. Let's see. 180 plus 50, I guess. 180 plus 50. 230, yes. Devansh is saying 230. Insia is saying 230, okay. 310 is wrong. I need to tell you that 310 is wrong. Why it is wrong, I will tell you. There is a reason behind this, why it is 10. Why it is wrong. Okay. Now why it is wrong, I will tell you. 230 is correct answer. Let's see how. Now see, if I extend this line, okay, it will be a parallel line, and this angle will also be 50 degree. And you know that we need to measure the bearing from lighthouse of the lighthouse from the ship. So we need to go to ship and we need to cover this distance. Then this whole distance till here. So this distance we need to take out, and this is 50, and this we know that it is 180. So 180 plus 50 is how much? 230 degrees is the correct answer. So answer of this is 230 degrees. Okay. So bearing of this is 230 degree. Clear? Now let's come to this question. This is very important question from the textbook. A plane flies from the airport A to base B. Okay, airport, this is your airport. This is your airport. and this is your base, right? And then it flies from the base to the camp, and this is your camp. Done? Clear? So this is your airport, this is your base, and this is your camp. Using the protractor, measure the measure the bearing of B from A. So from के बाद जो लिखा है वहाँ पर आ जाना है A and measure this angle. Now you need to be very much pro in using the protractor, otherwise then again the problem will arise. Let's say this is suppose angle of, I can assume that this is angle how much, let's say 30 degree. If this is 30 degree, okay, so you got the answer as 30 degree, because we cannot write 30 degree, we will write 030. So the answer of first one is 030, because we don't have protractor, so I'm directly writing, let's by assuming the values. So let's say it is 30 degree. Now bearing of C from B. Now B say you need to measure this angle. So this is basically we can go through the measurement and you will get the answer. Most probably, let's say it is 150. Okay, so this is 150. Now we will write directly as 150. This question is, we cannot solve it here, but still just for the idea I'm just helping you out. Now the bearing of A from C. Now bearing of A from C. Now here you need to join this line. If you will not join this line, you will get a wrong answer. You need to join this line and then you need to find the bearing of this, like this. Now who will tell me what is the answer? If these two angles are given to you, okay, what will be the bearing of third one? Let's see the answer of C part. Yes. Yes, if you will write, instead of, Lekhansh is asking that, sir, instead of writing 30 degree, instead of writing 030, can we write 30 degree, 30? Yes, your marks will be cut if you write 30. You cannot write like this. See, you cannot write the bearing 30 degree. You have to write it as 030, otherwise your marks will be cut, definitely. It is every time I have mentioned that you need to write the answer in 3-digit number. Okay, so this is your answer. Now the bearing of A from C. Now A from C. Okay, so A from C. So we need to measure this angle. Let's see who can answer this. I'm waiting for the reply. People are saying that 210. Okay, Puranji is saying 210. Adviti is saying 210. Okay, let's say it is 210 or not. Let's say okay, so it is very difficult to calculate it here. Still I can try. Okay, now basically this is 50 degree, 150 degree. So obviously this will be 30 degree. Done. But we need to find this angle also, no? If this angle is not there, how will you find? Okay, so this angle, so we need to measure it here, otherwise how will we get the answer? Because see, if we draw a straight line also, no, then also this will be 30 degree. So if this is 30, then this will be 30. These two angles are equal, they are alternate angles, and we need to get this angle. If this angle is, we will not be able to find this angle. This is 180, so we know that this is 180, and 180, I'm writing it here, this is 180. So, and this angle, this whole angle is 180 again. So 180, and this is 30. So the remaining angle will be 150. So this is 150. Okay. No, wait. I'll have some idea. Let's figure it out. So what we can do is, we have this straight line. Okay. This is 180 degree. That is clear to us. And this is 30 degree. Because if we extend this line, this will be 30. Now we need to get this angle. Now this angle is very important. And we know that this whole angle is 150, because this 150 and this 150 are alternate angles. So this is 150. Now we need to assume, or either we need a protractor here. Okay, otherwise we cannot get this answer. Everyone is saying I think it is 330. So let's assume that this angle, because we don't have protector, so we need to measure this angle. If we get this angle, let's say this angle should be equal to 80 degree. We can assume that is 80. 80 plus 180. So we can write it as 80 plus 180. That will be equal to, because this is an assumption, we need a protractor for this. So this will be equal to 062, 260 degree around. You can get your answers. INSEA is telling that this angle should be 60 degree, but INSEA, we cannot take this angle as 60 degree. If this is 30, and we do not know that this angle is 30 or not. You are assuming it as 30, but it is not 30. So we cannot get the exact answer without protractor here. Okay. Anyway, so the approximate answer will be 260 degree. Okay. The final question for today is this. Basically, you need to measure. This is just a small exercise I have put. So just see this. You will get a quick brief idea like how to solve this. This is just I have given measure the angle just for the measurement. Okay. So you can measure it and you can get the answer. Okay. I'll provide you the this empty sheet PDF one so that you can just practice it. So you need to measure it using protector and you need to write the bearing in the this is not the bearing, but you can measure the angle, and suppose this is bearing. So suppose let's say it is 60 degrees suppose. So we'll write 060. This is just for the basic part. Now let's come to the important question today, the last one for today. This one, which we have already done in the class. So if you have already done, if you don't want to see, you can just skip. This is the last question. Okay, final one. So we have only 5 minutes to complete. Now here, the map shows the position of two lighthouses. You can see the two lighthouses. This is lighthouse A and lighthouse B. Okay, the map is drawn on the scale, drawn to the scale of 1:50,000. Okay, 1:50,000. So this is basically 1:50,000, and this means that these are in centimeter. Both are in centimeter. Okay, this is on the drawing. This is the drawing one on the drawing. So this, what does it means? This scaling means if it is 50 centimeter in the real life, on the drawing it should be 1 centimeter. So this is on the drawing, it is 1 centimeter, and in real life it is 50,000. Real life it is 50,000. So can I convert this 50,000 into kilometer? Because the question is in kilometer. So you can see here kilometer is written. Okay, if you see here, if you read the whole part, it is written in kilometer, right? Done. Okay, so now here, so if I want to convert this 1 kilometer is how many centimeter? Let's see, it is 1000 meter, and 1000 meter we can write as 100 centimeter. So it is approximately 5 zeros to convert 1 kilometer into centimeter. So I can divide this to get into kilometer. So I can divide by 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we can cut the 4 zeros. So what is left is 5 upon 10. So I can write 1 centimeter is to 0.5 kilometer. Done. This is what I can write. Now it is given that the bearing of ship S from the lighthouse is 80. Now it is written here the bearing of ship S. Though there is some ship, I don't know where it is. So if I write here, if I write I can write here, anywhere. I can write anywhere is the ship. The ship can be anywhere, right? But it is written the distance of the ship from the lighthouse B is 1.8 kilometer. So 1.8 kilometer I need to convert into, this is the real life. See, 1.8 is a real life distance given to us. We need to convert into, in the scale, using the scale, we need to convert into the drawing, the measurement of the drawing, right? So how will we convert? Because this is 1 centimeter is 0.5 kilometer in, this is the scale given to us. Now I will convert 1.8 kilometer into how many centimeter? So what I will do is 1 centimeter upon 0.5 is to 1 kilometer. But because I want 1.8, so multiply by 1.8 and multiply by 1.8 on the both side. Done. Okay. So Purandey is saying it is 3.6 kilometer. Exactly right. So I'll show you how it is 3.8. So if we see the calculator, if you see the calculator, I have a calculator here. So you can see that 1.8, I'm putting it here, 1.8 multiply by, so whatever I written here, this is the most important part. Okay, you need to go through this. So whatever I written, 1.8 into 1, and the answer divided by 0.5. So you will get how much? 3.6 centimeter. Okay, so this is 3.6 centimeter. Okay, so by that way it is 3.6 centimeter on the drawing is equals to 1.8 kilometer in the real life, right? Now we don't know the exact position of the ship S. Now what we can do is we can make a first read the question again. Now the bearing of ship S from the lighthouse A. Now lighthouse A say this is 80 degree on the bearing of 80 degree. So I can make a straight line on the 80 degree, and this I can write it as 080 degree. Done. Now you can use your here your compass. You can use your compass and make an arc of 3.6 centimeter. So you need to measure on the scale. Now I have a scale here. We can just go through it, and this is the scale we have. I can just get the scale. Okay, so this is my scale here. Okay, now in the scale there is no measurement on the scale. Okay, so this is useless scale. Now let's ignore this. So scale, there is no measurement, so we cannot do this. Now we can do one thing. This is not of use. So we can cut an arc of, we need to open your compass of 3.6 centimeter, and then you can cut an arc like this and arc like this. Now this can be the two, because it is written find the two different position of the ship S. Okay, so we can get the two different position of ship S as this and ship S as this, right? So these are the two possible answers which we can get. I will try next time to like arrange the protector on online or the compass so that it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, Purunji is saying that make an arc by stretching the compass on the strength from point B. Yes, exactly correct. You can stretch your compass to 3.6 centimeter, and then you can cut a two arc, and these are the two position of ship S which you can. So this is the position 1 of ship S. This is position 1 and this is position 2. So there can be two possible answer. अगर ये शीट अगर डिस्टेंस ज़्यादा होता तो हम इसको कट नहीं कर पाते, तो एक ही पोजीशन मिलती क्योंकि स्क्रीन यहाँ तक ही है. Okay, so out of this we cannot go. You cannot enlarge this and you can cut it here. Okay, it is assumed that it is ending here. So yes, there can be two possible answers. So end of the class today. I hope you enjoyed the class. So we can continue tomorrow with a new topic. Tomorrow I think we should do the simultaneous equation because many of you have done the mistake. So we'll try simultaneous equation 6, 5, 7 questions. So by that way you will get an idea how to solve simultaneous equation. Okay, we'll do different type of simultaneous equation. So that you can get an idea. Okay, so I hope this class was very helpful, and see you all. Good night and take care. Thank you. See you tomorrow.